Superstar horror writer Stephen King knows how to scare you. But is there a limit to just how far the king will go? Does Stephen King himself know how far is too far?
I don't think there's anybody that I know that doesn't have a streak of that inside them, a streak of the real meanness, you know. There's not one of us that hasn't at one time or another visualized this person or that person in our power, or how much fun it would be really if our mother-in-law tripped on a skate and tumbled all the way to the bottom of the stairs. And a lot of times I think we go to the movies or we read the books to get rid of it because we have an emotional musculature as well as a physical one, you know, and like you want to keep your body in tune, you try to keep your emotions in tune. The thing is, society gives you points for these good emotions. They say, well, you helped an old lady across the street. That's fantastic. You stood up for your friend when your friend was in trouble. You called you up and said, look, I'm going bankrupt and I need some help. And you sent him $5,000, although you couldn't afford it. What a good friend you are. You gave to the Heart Fund this year and you didn't beat your wife and, you know, all the rest of it. The only thing is there are times when, like, you get in a fender bender accident when you're looking at the guy and you could kill him. You could really kill him. We don't have any way to, you know, to deal with that really outside of things like books, movies, some way to exercise things like hate and fear and depression, aggression, sadism, masochism. None of them are very pleasant. You can't go out in polite society and push people down in the street. If you do it enough, they put you in jail. So you have to cope with it some other way.
Prepare to meet the nasty girls who want revenge. And spend a bit of time with Linnea Quigley, Queen of the Scream Queens. And then enjoy some time behind the making of Dead Heat. And now, this is horror. Moviegoers have long been fascinated with life after death, and with cops and robbers.
I love this job, Roger. I love the power, I love the little badges. I love being a human target for anyone within sniping range of a donut shop.
The comedy horror film Dead Heat gives them both, along with top Hollywood actors Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo.
Dispatcher.
5 Adam 38, please respond.
5 Adam 38, what?
211 in progress at Melrose Place. Proceed immediately.
You didn't say may I?
What are you doing?
Just looking.
Morning, detective. Got a bit of a situation. Perps in the jewelry store with automatic weapons.
Freeze! Drop your weapons!
Why aren't these guys dead? We've hit them about 50 times each.
Maybe they're just flesh wounds.
Will you cover me, please?
When Treat Williams is killed in the line of duty, it's up to Joe Piscopo to track down his murderers. And who better to help him solve this case of a lifetime than the late detective himself, played by Treat Williams. Treat Williams' multifaceted talent has enabled him to make a name for himself on stage, screen, and television, and has earned him a reputation for choosing diverse and sometimes dangerous roles as well.
My career is definitely an eclectic one. I mean, I like the idea of surprising people. You know, it's fun. Oh, I suppose in certain regards, it's a little more difficult. People expect you to do one thing, and it's easier to work, but I've always been one for a challenge, I guess. I'm dead, Rebecca. How much worse can it get?
The resurrection process has an unfortunate side effect.
Which is what?
all of the cells of your body will dissolve into a kind of organic stew.
Roger Mortis is a guy who is a very serious cop who, in the final moment of his life, has a great revelation. He's never had any fun. And he gets killed, and he gets brought back to life for 12 hours. And in that 12 hours of time, he finds out how much fun life really is.
Okay, here we go. Action!
And the film is about what happens to him in the process after having been brought back to life as he begins to deteriorate. He has very little time left.
That's okay. Don't get up.
There's obviously, if you look at it in the black way, there's a lot of humor involved in terms of finding out how he deteriorates and to what degree.
Treat Williams' sidekick in Dead Heat is Joe Piscopo, whose stint on television's Saturday Night Live show propelled him to stardom. His popular characterizations on the show remain some of the all-time favorites. They also serve to prove that Joe Piscopo is not afraid of any challenge, much less that of playing sidekick to a dead police officer.
And rehearsing. Action!
It's an exciting film. It's kind of cool. I would go see this film because I like science fiction. And Dead Heat is a cross between RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, and Night of the Living Dead. It has got every element that you'd ever want to see in a movie. They covered all bases. I don't know what it is, but suddenly I've lost my appetite.
Well, this is a romp. This is an absolute camp, but don't tell anybody.
And it wouldn't be camp in the Hollywood tradition without the talents of such notorious actors as Darren McGavin and Vincent Price.
Friends and associates, how nice to see you again.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a quick impression, Marlon Zombie.
I'm gonna take it out of this stove.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another number for you.
Right here.
Jerry Lewis Zombie.
Right here. Ow, I don't feel very good. I'm a zombie, Dean. I'm a zombie.
So we ready to... No, we haven't been here too many hours, have we?
These were anywhere from 12 to 18-hour days. It was what we call in the business a tough shoot, but a lot of fun.
Stop that singing!
We had a lot of fun making it, and Joe made me laugh more than I've laughed in years. And so I'm hoping people will like it as much as we do.
Roger, you were underwater in that jacuzzi for 5 straight minutes. That's right, I was. Did you teach my girlfriend how to do that? Bigelow's great. Bigelow's like a lot like me. Just cruising through life, trying to have a good time.
Joe represents what the audience sees. Joe comments physically on what's happening. He sees things that are funny and he announces it. His character. Mine doesn't do that. Mine is the straight, dead-ahead cop. Everybody slows, at least, they may not stop, but they slow down when there's an accident, let's face it. We are all fascinated by what could happen to us. I mean, everybody's fascinated by the bizarre.
Take it easy, mister. You're not well.
It's not real, you know it's not real. It's special effects gone rampant.
Detective Mortis, homicide. You're a cop. Surprise.
But I think it takes the zombie movie to different heights. I don't know what direction it actually takes the zombie movie, but it's a genre of horror and comedy and zombies all thrown together in a kind of to me, it's the closest thing to going to that movie is like going to a fun house. You get scared, but in a fun way.
Witchcraft has always fascinated film audiences.
Who calls
me from out of the pit. What is thy purpose?
In The Devil's Reign, Ernest Borgnine is the demon who is after an ancient book which will help him to take over mankind.
And I command this.
Simon, King of the Witches, presents an entirely different sort of witchcraft. When a corrupt police officer plants drugs on a modern warlock who lives in a Los Angeles storm sewer, the warlock curses the establishment.
Moloch flood. Moloch reverse. Moloch storm. It is done.
This 1971 film suddenly takes on an experimental perspective as Simon's witchcraft becomes too powerful for even the king of witches. Roger Corman's popular Masque of the Red Death presents a dark plague over 12th century Italy, causing people to do things they would not ordinarily do.
I have tasted the beauties of terror.
Once Vincent Price makes a pact with the devil, his castle becomes a sanctuary from the plague. But as a devil worshipper, Price becomes a very cruel prince.
Listen. The passing of time. The beating of a heart. The footstep of an assassin. Destiny. I beg you do not mourn for Juliana. We should celebrate. She has just married a friend of mine. Let the mass begin!
Roger Corman is well known for discovering unknown talents, such as actor Jack Nicholson and director Francis Ford Coppola. For Masque of the Red Death, Corman enlisted the talents of an unknown cameraman named Nicholas Roeg, who has gone on to direct some of the more bizarre films of the past decade.
My dear, I believe Hop Toad is playing some sort of a joke on Alfredo.
I will set you to tortures unimagined. You have already tortured by your cruelty to my Esmeralda. Hold this! A great African ape says he wants some brandy.
You no longer turn away from the cruelties of life.
I no longer care. My life is done. What's left, I give to you tonight.
Guards, clear that out of the way. How can my guest be expected to dance around that? And when you find Hop Toad, give him 5 pieces of gold as a reward for his entertaining jest. You've pleased me very much, my dear.
The torture chamber of Dr. Sadism stars Christopher Lee as the evil Count Regula, who was beheaded and dismembered for killing 12 virgins. 40 years later, his servants put him back together so that the Count may sacrifice the 13th victim and attain everlasting life, according to a pact that the Count signed with the devil. Actor Lex Barker is out to stop the Count, but first he must survive a very deadly forest.
Hey, what's that? What the devil are you up to? You're not driving a load of animals?
The Count must have blood from terrified virgins, or his demonic spell won't work. So the Count has equipped his castle with a variety of devices calculated to scare its victims almost to death. The Count Regula's devices work almost too well until the Count is only a few moments away from everlasting life. But when God's will is invoked, the evil Count Regula begins to fear for his own life, and with good reason.
Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away! Pleasure. Get out alive!
Bab, how about a cocktail?
Linnea Quigley, the sexy blonde scream queen, has caused more than a passing glance in horror films, with titles such as Creepazoids, I Was a Teenage Sex Mutant, Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-orama, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, and Sex Bomb. In Night of the Demons, Linnea stars as an innocent teenager whose body is taken over by a violent demon.
You think you got enough stuff? Come on, we don't want to be late to our own party.
Come on, your face looks fine. I've never seen anybody spend more time in a mirror.
Relax. I just want to look good for the boys. You did remember to invite some cute boys to the party, I hope.
Of course I did.
Well, Return of the Living Dead, you know, I had to dance on top of a tombstone nude and then, you know, get eaten by the zombies. I was pretty crazy, and then come back to life and eat some other people. In Silent Night, Deadly Night, I had to fight with Santa Claus and then be impaled on antlers. In Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, I got to take some revenge and took chainsaws into Gunnar Hansen and Michelle and chopped them up good. And in Witch Trap, I got the shower head through my throat.
I don't believe this.
Nude scenes are always uncomfortable. I feel okay if I'm just, you know, if you're by yourself and it makes sense in the script or something, where is like a love scene or something is always like, I tend to stay away from it because I'm not very comfortable with it. And I wouldn't do an X-rated scene.
Run, Judy! Run, Judy, run!
Run, Judy, run. See Judy run.
We would always watch the Creature feature at midnight in Iowa and, you know, stay up and watch it and then be scared. And I love the movies like Murder in the Rue Morgue and Wax Museum, and I loved watching. I'd be scared and everything afterward. But I think liking those type of movies and loving, you know, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, was like, you know, I wanted to do it too. I've done a lot of silly love scenes, but the ones where you're really like in body heat or something, that would be kind of frightening.
In the motion picture Blood Nasty, Linnea stars as a master of witchcraft who is brought in to help a family with a most unusual problem.
And a shovel. And a grave.
The son of the family has the problem which Linnea must cure. It appears that he has a pipe lodged through his body. And if that wasn't enough of a problem, he also is dead.
Catch you later, Blade. Roy? Oh, look, he's getting blood on the carpet. It's all my fault. Bingo. No.
Who did that?
You did, buttface.
It didn't kill her.
No, not over there. That's where I'm gonna put the pool. Take me now, right here. There's something wrong with him. Something I something evil. Spare me the mumbo jumbo, will you please?
We are gathered here in the near darkness, and so on, and so on, and such. The man's possessed.
The answer's in that pipe in his stomach. I know it.
Maybe we should call a plumber.
What happened to your hand?
Manicure accident.
You know, when you get scared and there's nowhere left to turn, I think you scream probably to release that horrible energy that's in you that can't stay in you any longer, so it just goes out. Probably, you know, one that is like, you know, pure horror would go like this. That's a pure horror scream. There's other ones where, you know, you're just like if your boyfriend got his head cut off and you just walk in, you'd probably be like this. That's another one.
Wait a minute, Jimmy.
What for? What have I got to lose?
You don't know what you're dealing with. I mean, maybe the wishes could come true and then go bad on you. I don't know. I hear that's happened sometimes.
What are you talking about?
Maybe you better listen to Calvin. Facts.
Thanks, Spider.
Maybe you should shut up, both of you. Oh, come on.
Indeed, I'm shocked. Shocked to find so much distrust from one so young.
Linnea has worked with director David Decoctu on several films and is now beginning to produce some of his films herself. Seen here in Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-orama, Linnea plays Spider, a tough, no-nonsense burglar caught in a bowling alley with a group of sorority pledges.
I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna get my hair. Gee, I'm gonna go out and buy a Porsche. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 Porsches. This is great. Do you see this?
Nothing to it. Uh-oh. Where's Miss Lumpy Face?
Maybe you better give me that lighter back.
I can handle it, see? There.
Come to play? Bet you don't have much fun as Lisa did.
Calvin, the bottle!
I get it.
Come on, honey. Just you and me. Oh, bitch. I'm starting to... Come on, honey. Go ahead. Throw it. Throw it. Ooh, starting to enjoy this as much as I am, huh?
Not half as much as I will in a second.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, Babs.
Bab, how about a cocktail?
Nice catch, nice throw.
Thanks. What a stench, huh?
It's too bad we had to kill her.
Why?
I really like the outfit she had on.
You want to ride in our swing? Do you, Rob?
Sure, why not?
Oh, boy! Rob's gonna ride our swing. Rob's gonna ride our swing.
Some women you really just cannot trust, such as the eccentric, fanatic, mommy dearest type of woman in the 1988 film American Gothic. Horrible things are in store for a couple of vacationers who have become stranded upon a remote island when their plane breaks down. Prepare yourself to meet the Nasty Girls.
Hey, this is great, guys. But haha. Okay, guys.
Okay, Fanny, that's high enough, okay?
Not yet, Rob. You can go higher than that.
Come on, I'm not messing around. I want to come down. God damn it, I want to come down. I want to come down. God damn it. What the hell are you doing? Oh, my God.
Although she is only a child in a grown-up's body, our dearest sweetheart has more than love in store for the interlopers upon her fair island.
Paul, want me bloody like he did before when you...
Shut up. I don't want you. I don't need Woody neither. I want Jeff. I want him.
Ma!
Wicked.
Fanny's gone crazy.
Wicked girl. You're all wicked. Come from your wicked world. As the good book says, the wicked shall be punished. That child never does finish a chore.
Sarah, are you sure that you want to go?
Yes, I am sure.
In The Initiation of Sarah, one of the few made-for-television horror movies, Sarah is a quiet young college student who tries to join a popular sorority, only to be rejected for being too plain. Sarah ends up joining the sorority no one else wants to join, with the odd house mother played by Shelley Winters. The popular sorority decides to taunt Sarah after she has won a college pageant, causing horrible feelings to well up inside the quiet college student.
That's enough, Jennifer.
Oh, stop it. To the left, to the left. Where's your Scotty Waddy? Piggy, oink, oink. Where's your Scotty Waddy?
Let her feel your anger. Let her feel the scalding sting like scorpions. Sarah, do it. Do it.
Shelley Winters understands the strange psychic powers that Sarah possesses and convinces Sarah to use them for revenge on the nasty Morgan Fairchild.
What's happening? I can't shut off the water. It's hot! It's hot! Turn it off! I can't shut off the water. It's scalding hot. Oh, water. Help me, please. Help! Help! Jennifer! Help me! Help me! Help me!
1988 film Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2 involves dialogue, scenes, and camera moves which are all acknowledged by the filmmakers as being odes to some of the most popular horror films ever made. But the real story begins when the vixenish Mary Lou is about to be crowned prom queen, and she is accidentally set on fire by her jilted boyfriend. The devilish Mary Lou died in that horrible fiery accident, but she refused to stay dead for long. 20 years later, Mary Lou used the body of another hopeful prom queen to return to this earth and create enough havoc to ruin everyone's party. But Mary Lou isn't the only nasty party girl in town. Meet Nicole, the virginal queen of the 1985 film Transmutations. She was kidnapped by a villainous doctor who invented a powerful and addictive drug with very strange side effects. Prepare for her revenge.
It's all right. Come with me. You'll have everything you want. You're my hope, my vindication.
Bane said you thought I could make dreams real. All right, Savary. I'll make your dreams real.
No.
Show me your dreams. Show me. Show me your dreams. Show me.
Let's go.
Show me. Show me. Show me.
could be a strike. It could be a strike. Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be a cut ahead. Well, thank you, fat boys.
Writing to me has always seemed a little bit like defecation, getting rid of something. I don't know whether it's fingernails or hair or exactly what, but it could be like hair, something that has to be cut and gotten rid of. The only thing is I weave mine into carpets and go and sell them in the bazaar.